Assalamu alaikum. Today we will discuss what is negotiation, what are different essential of negotiation, and what are different phases involved in negotiation proceeding. Now, firstly, we will see what is negotiation. Negotiation is primarily a common mean of securing one's expectations from other. It is basically a form of communication designed to reach an agreement when two or more parties have certain interests that are shared and certain others that are opposed. Negotiation is basically a communication process used to put deals together to resolve conflicts. It is a voluntary, non binding process in which the parties control the outcome as well as the procedure by which they will make an agreement. Because most parties place very few limitations on the negotiation process, it allows for a wide range of possible solutions, maximizing the possibility of joint gains. Negotiation is generally a thinking process. A change in approach or thinking process open up a new idea or new solutions. Change thinking is basically parallel thinking or an alternative thinking. Parallel thinking is a very broad term that cover alternative thinking method. Parallel thinking simply means laying down ideas alongside each other. There is no clash, no dispute, no initial true or false judgment. There is instead a genuine exploration of the subject from which conclusions and decisions may then be derived through a decision designed process, meaning thereby that parties involved in negotiation drives different ways to a single solution. They lay down different categories of solution, they lay different tracks which lead to one destination. Just one party has to convince the other that instead of going through this way, we have to go on the other way so that we can achieve the result better. This is called negotiation. It is basically the convincing powers of the parties, which make both the parties to arrive at a single decision. If the one party convinces the other party that you are in a weaker position, then negotiation will become successful. Now, what are the essentials of negotiation? From the definition of negotiation, we can seek out following essential elements. Firstly, it is a communication process. Secondly, it resolves conflict. Thirdly, it is a voluntary exercise. Fourth, it is a non binding process. Fifth, parties retain control over outcome and procedure. And the final, there is a possibility of achieving wide ranging solutions and of maximizing joint gains. As a first description, the picture of negotiation is one of the two sets of people, the disputing parties or their representatives, facing each other across the table. They exchange information and opinion, engage in argument and discussion, and sooner or later, offers and counter offers relating to the issue in dispute between them, seeking an outcome acceptable to both the sides, which result in resolution of conflict. Now we will discuss how the negotiations can be conducted. The process of negotiation can be divided into four phases. First is preparation, then opening, then bargaining, and last is closing. Now, preparation. What is preparation? Preparation involves information collection, in which both the parties share their information with the other party. Second phase, opening. The opening phase of negotiation involves both the sides presenting their initial positions to one another. In this phase, both the parties discuss their concerns and how they want to resolve the dispute. Third phase of negotiation is bargaining, in which both the parties present and persuade the other party to accept the conditions of other and also suggest ways how this dispute can be resolved. In this bargaining phase, both the parties persuade each other through their communication skills. And after this phase, the last phase arises, which is called closing, which is the capitalization of the work done, which also suggests what is the solution to the problem they have discussed. So in negotiation, firstly party gather their information, then they present their case to each other. After presenting their case, they persuade each other to accept each other's claims and derive different ways so that dispute can be resolved. And finally, they both mutually arrive at one decision, then we will resolve this dispute in this and this way. So the negotiation process ends. Negotiation is basically just a verbal process, a convincing process. One party convinces other and the other party convinces the first party, and they try to resolve the dispute, saving their relationship.